Paladin, Rogue. Now, again, this is an all-star game. All bets are off here as to what can be happening. But any initial thoughts on these classes?
Well, at first glance, you see a lot of similar classes, and it being an all-star game, you have to wonder, did these here teams choose the same memes, or are we looking at a variety of different classes and memes that we are going to see tonight? The big difference being that Blurple brought Shaman and Rolled brought Paladin. Yeah, there's a lot of good, interesting, quite honestly, memey cards in this here new expansion that I've had a lot of fun with on ladder. So I'm really excited to see what these guys bring. I see a lot of Hunter, Mage, and Rogue. I personally find a lot of those classes, those three classes in particular, have some good new cards that are really fun. Just straight out fun. And I'm excited to see how they're choosing to utilize them.
Absolutely. So, a little bit different. Should bring up this is a little bit different format than our normal Sylvanas League. So they're still playing Last Hero Standing tonight, but the big difference is they are actually working as a team in a voice chat, which is good because we are going to be jumping in and listening to their voice communications during the match, hear what they're saying, hear what their thoughts are in the deck right now or in the match right now. So we're gonna be going between those two teams. Also, there's gonna be basically one pilot. We're gonna have a switch in pilots for Blurple after the first deck loses, but in general, we're gonna have one pilot for these. But everybody's gonna be communicating, everybody's gonna be talking, and this is gonna be a true team effort tonight for the All-Star game. So, any other thoughts before we try to get them started and say, you know?
Yeah, I'm just looking at these classes. A lot of fun cards. I'm wondering if the mages, if we're going to see some Luna's Pocket Galaxy mage.
Maybe. Oh, I hope so. I hope we see some.
Shaman has some interesting Eureka Shaman. Are we going to see these here meme cards, or are they going to go with the exciting, fast-paced meta decks that are emerging? I'm not sure, but either way, I really, really am excited for this here match. Are they ready to get going?
They are ready. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give them the go ahead as tell them they can start the match. And so I believe we're gonna have Blurple on the bottom. We're gonna have blue purple on the bottom here. And sorry, I've gotten one started. I'm gonna get the other one started real quick. And I will say the first pilots, if anybody's curious to who the pilots are, we're gonna have Twiz piloting for blue purple in the first game, and we're gonna have Alien Santa piloting for Rolled in the first game. Actually, Alien Santa's gonna be the same pilot throughout. He'll be playing all the decks with the feedback from the team on that one. So, it looks like they are in game. It looks like we're gonna have Blurple on the bottom, blue purple. And so let's go ahead and get in game and start watching these matches. So. If you want to kind of give me a heads up as to what teams are leading off with here.
It's still loading the spectate for me right now.
Yep, same here. So we'll get to see in a moment what's gonna be coming up here.
Yeah.
All right. So. And what we'll do is we'll wait a few turns, and then as the game continues, we'll start jumping into we'll mention we're going to jump into to hear some voice chat from each of the
yeah, especially when those turns start to get complicated. Generally, the first few turns are fairly consistent with each other.
All right, so it looks like this is going to be Mage from the Blurple division, and
Hunter from
Roll, and there's a Mecharoo. So right now that looks like a pretty standard egg/mech mage here.
Yep. Yeah, it looks as though we have a secret package. So this is likely the Temple Mage, and then full mech memes on the side of Alien Santa and the Roll division here.
All right, so Twiz is Blurple's gonna lead off and kind of ping down, and now we have the cute little Joey bot. Just sitting on the field.
That has to be one of my favorite cards from the new set.
Oh yeah.
it's adorable. It's definitely the new Snow Flipper Penguin in my mind. I know some people like the Faithful Lumi that's in hand as well, but this Mecharoo and creating a Joey bot, that's just top level.
All right, so for Alien Santa, it looks like he played the Mecharoo and played the Fateful Lumi to bump it up so that way it wouldn't get pinged off by the hero power.
Mm-hmm.
For Twiz, it looks like though he still has the answer for it at this point. He's going to Sorcerer's Apprentice and then Frostbolt it down. Get another 1/1 here. I know. Rolled right now is looking for something to play with that fireworks tech, but unfortunately, well, actually, he has the option for it this turn. He can actually bomb toss and
coin.
Bomb toss coin tech. Yeah, that does work here.
But with the Spider Bomb in hand, I do think it's better to hold on to it, possibly for next turn coining. He can get rid of a Kirin Mage, or any other turn 3-4 play. Life Drink.
Actually, yeah.
We don't really know what's in the deck right now, but I think saving it with the Spider Bomb in hand already.
That I think you're right. I think that's whoa! That is the darkness for Purple right there.
That is just a great card.
Yes.
Who can argue with the stats here? 4 mana, 20/20. But yeah, serious downside. But if you have that against Mira's unstable element against the rogue or something, that could have some major upside.
So after this turn, or as they're going into turn 5, I'd like to jump into Blurple. But what's the interaction there? Because if you Myra's unstable element and you don't actually end up drawing it, does it become active or no? Does it just get blown up, or is it just out there as nothing?
I'm not sure. I'd like to see their candles again so I could reread them. I've never actually taken the time to.
Because it looks like it says draw the card. That's why I'm curious. Is like.
Yeah, because that wouldn't work with the spiders, right? The spiders get burnt.
No.
So you're probably right there. I jumped the gun a bit, but yeah, does it look like?
It is a good thought.
Yeah,
at least.
Oh, the research project with the darkness. That's pretty cool.
That's spicy. I like it. You know what? Let's jump over. Hear what. Well, actually, there's candle 1.
Are we getting all 3?
Nah, nothing. Not that lucky, I don't think. But let's jump into Blurple real quick and hear what they're saying.
What to do?
It's alright. We got shooting stars good.
Yeah, you don't want the candle yet because he's got the poisonous.
Yeah, candles later. We deal with that first.
Tracking. No! Holy shit, he has about a dozen different ways to deal with the darkness right now. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is...
Right, I need some primordial glyph. I need some primordial glyph. Come on, help me out here. Alright, girl AI.
There we go. Girl AI, shooting star, yeah, just go ham.
Yeah, let's just go in. I need some primordial glyph. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Frost Nova.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Counter spell.
Sure.
I think we're alive. If we hit missiles, we're alive. Wait, how much does Fireball cost? It costs 1 million.
Yeah, do you ever fireball?
No, I got this. If we fireball, what do I fireball? I want to freeze the goblin. I don't have any freeze. What am I talking about? Do I missiles first?
I think you do.
What do I fireball the 3/3?
Or maybe you shooting star the one of the 1/1s that hits the 3/3 as well. And fireball the 3/5 and then missiles.
I don't want to kill the goblin. Maybe I do. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna do that damage to you either way.
Yeah, this is my game 1. Oh wait, what? Oh, my apprentice died.
Well, at least our face didn't die.
Wait, why did it?
Something didn't happen. Wait, why didn't? Oh, missiles didn't go.
Yeah, because my what? Oh, because it had the.
Okay, but maybe he doesn't see the line. He probably doesn't see it.
Yeah, it's tough.
I won.
All right, so we're back. I think this is. I'm pretty sure this is lethal on board with the hero power here. So it's like we have a first match rolled when here. So they are going to go up 1-0, and this is last hero standing. So that means actually now we need to switch pilots real quick. So, now we are moving from Twiz piloting to now we are going to have Sage piloting. So let's miss it. Alright, so we're going to make sure that we get the right pilots in here.
Yeah, sorry, I lost connection a quick second there, but I'm back now. So what were your thoughts on that last game, Will?
Well, I hate to say it, I think Roll brought a pretty decent deck. Yeah, so okay. Oh, actually, so they're gonna stay. So we're actually gonna keep the same. I thought we were gonna be switch pilots here, so they are not. So, all right, so. So, yeah, it's like I think this was more of a sort of meta type deck here. So,
yeah, it was a little bit on the
aggressive side.
meme mech side. I don't know if all of those cards will make the final cut into the future good deck that comes out of that. But yeah, it was definitely more aggressive deck, and against the darkness, poisonous is just
tonight
really
for the
good.
All-Star game. So, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's really, really good. All right, so they're back in game number 2 here. So let's jump back in. Twiz is actually going to remain the pilot for this matchup here. And then...
Looks like they're queued up their own aggressive hunter.
All right.
With a Leroy, Animal Companion, Snipe, and Explosive Trap in their starting hand. Yeah, I think interesting decision with Snipe, but we'll see.
Not the worst. Depending on what's played, it's not the worst decision in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I also think it might give a little bit of a hint as to some of the maybe the tech conclusions here. Will we be seeing a Subject 9? That's something that we should keep in mind. Is Snipe is another secret that Subject 9 can draw, and oh, there we have a Boom Master Flark.
All right, nice.
All the secrets. There has to be a
Spellstone here.
Well, there has to be some Spellstones, and I'm expecting the 5-mana 4/4 Subject 9 to draw all the secrets out of their deck. And
oh yeah, this would be very, very interesting to see what happens here. So, Rolled here is like basically getting pretty good things here. It's like they have upgradable Framebot into Spider Bomb.
Similar start to last game, right? So
yeah.
Oh, but it's going to get met with a Whirl Glider. Unfortunately, the Whirl Glider doesn't look too good against an upgradable Framebot, but
nope, not at all. But
and with a Mecharoo drawn too, they're going to create quite a large board unless they choose to play around Unleash the Hounds here.
Which, I mean, yeah, they could definitely do that. I think the question here is you could either Spider Bomb up the upgradable Framebot, or you can just do Mecharoo and use your hero power as well. But
it looks like they chose the Spider Bomb, but I think the Mecharoo making a larger board was a valid option here. But again, I guess the Unleash the Hounds could have made that a terrible play, and so they chose to go with the safer option.
All right, so
you were Blurple here.
Blurple, yeah, Blurple has a very awkward hand. I mean, they could do Animal Companion and see maybe if they can make a favorable trade into the Framebot, but you still have the 3/3 sitting out there at the moment, and the trigger device is in.
Yeah, and they're going to take the other option.
Here.
It looks like, yeah, they're going to take the misdirection option and hope that at least the upgradable Framebot dies here, and it prevents some damage. Their options there are really poor. And then again on the other side with all these aggressive cards, I don't think they can afford to play around Unleash the entire game. So how many do they drop now, and how many do they drop later?
I mean, I think at this point they have to sort of know this is not an aggressive deck. This is that Red Gold is facing off against.
Yeah, I think they can assume at this point that it is some form of a spell hunter or a spell-oriented hunter. They have seen the World Glider, so they are expecting a little bit of memes out of there, and they already saw in the first game that their opponents are much more on the meme side for this year All-Star game than they are.
Oh, there's a rat trap. Unfortunately, when your opponent's only holding 2 cards, I don't know how good a rat trap is.
And with the Spider Bomb on the Faithful Lumi too, I don't know if Rat Trap's really going to do the job here. Freezing Trap's not going to do the job. I think Explosive Trap has to go down here just because...
I think so, yeah. I actually like Explosive and...
Rat Trap.
I mean, honestly, I could maybe even make an argument for Freezing, potentially, depending on... problem is you don't have a way to get rid of the 1/3, so the 1/3 is just going to bounce back if he orders correctly. So he's just going to do the Explosive Trap for now.
And that's the thing, is you don't really want to send the upgradable frame back to hand. You want to send something that has already been magnetized back to hand, something...
Right.
I do think they should have played the Rat Trap out there, because they are so far behind, and all they really need to do is survive to the Deathstalker Rexar. And the argument for holding Rat Trap is that you could use it for the Spellstone later, but if they reach a turn where they can get a decent Spellstone, they're already so far ahead they're probably going to win. So
yeah, that's what they are. So let's jump in Red Gold and see how they're handling right now. So
yep, for sure.
Job done.
Well, Rexar is kind of lagging. Draft.
Rexar is not. No, Rexar is not amazing.
Not what we wanted to see.
Okay, let's see here. I can magnetize that, and then.
Well, let's stop and think. Is it better to have 1 minion or 2 in the spot?
Yeah.
He's gonna be building a beast.
Are we wanting to just like rush face as fast as possible and hope we hero power him to death? Because like one in our hands.
Yeah. Just keep the. I'm gonna keep the weapon charge. In case I draw a Hunter's Mark, that's in the deck.
All right.
I agree with keeping the weapon charge.
I don't know. I might have gone wide there.
That's what. Yeah.
I don't like combining, but
Okay.
I don't see how we ever win if we go wide though, because he's just gonna like build beasts, and we're racing against his health total at this point.
So he trades that.
That's not what we wanted.
No, but like he trades that, whereas yeah, I mean if it's a Misha, we're trading with our weapon.
yeah. See, if we went wider, we would have had a 1/1 left. Or he value trades, we take him out with Campbell Shot. Dumb.
Mm-hmm.
He's pondering. What you
I'm
got?
surprised he hasn't built a beast yet. It's like the first thing I do in a turn, if I have certain things line up.
Well, he's got 5 cards, so obviously feel like they have.
Job done. Okay.
Also, I don't think we've seen a freezing trap yet, so we have to be careful about putting all our eggs.
Okay. Do we save this, or because he's got rush, he doesn't have charge?
So
You want to check face first with the secret.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
check with this? Okay.
Explosive, so be it. Okay, so what is it?
I am not
It could be
sure.
Rat Trap, Snipe, Snake Trap, or Venom Strike Trap. It's probably Rat Trap. But I can test Snipe with the 3/2 with Divine Shield.
Yeah, I think you play it.
Yeah.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Got it.
It works.
That works perfectly fine.
Nice. It's the part where he builds a lifesteal rush thing and turns the game around, like always happens.
All right, so it's really interesting now because with the hero power, even though they're down, they're not even close to out right now.
Oh, absolutely not. This is a very, very close game, I think. I do have to question though, why didn't they magnetize and push that extra damage? Does magnetize count as playing a minion, or is it separate?
Well, I think there was no switch for. You're talking about for Zilix, correct?
Yeah.
The fireworks tech is not a.
Oh, it's not a.
Mech. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's my bad here. But yeah, I think they played that well. They're playing around the secrets well. They even thought about the right trick, and they were rewarded for that. That's a really good pickup for Twiz here, getting that their taunt to go in the way. But,
yeah, taunt and silence.
Yeah, very important pickup. I don't know how relevant the silence will be. Does the silence work on magnetic, or does magnetic keep the stats and just lose the taunt?
No. I believe. Again, I might be wrong. I believe it goes completely back to the base.
Okay, then that's quite a good pickup then.
I'll say, yeah, that was the one concern I had about the freezing trap here is the fireworks tech can now pump up the Zillax this turn if it would like.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, he just pump it up and just give it the 1/1 and forget the death rattle.
Yeah, forget the death rattle there. Yeah. That's true. I think they should have thought about playing possibly Rat Trap to bump up their Emerald Spellstone. Rat Trap's obviously never getting triggered in this here game, but at the same time they also have the silence that can silence it back down to a 3/2. But it's only a 3/5 body here, and that's not necessarily what they're looking for.
No, right now, unfortunately for Blue Purple, they're in a little bit of a bind. Let's jump over to their voice channel and kind of hear what they're kind of thinking with this turn here.
If you zombies, you can silence his 3/4 and make it smaller.
Yeah.
Beetle seems. Is Beetle to play?
It's good. It's got some health. Thank that Beetle. Oh my gosh. Diamond, because it's cheap.
Yeah, I think so. So you silence the 3/4 and hope he doesn't draw 1 damage?
Yes.
But we're dead.
No, we're not. We're alive.
We're barely alive.
Wait, no, we are.
We're not. We're dead. He might not see it though. Keep trying to hit his face. There we go. We got him now.
Alright, someone get me off this game. I'm trash. Sage, jumping, buddy, get me out of here.
Alright, so I've got the rogue and the shaman.
Oh, we're playing the shaman. The rogue's gonna get eaten alive by this tech, I think.
I don't know, man. It's got the gig.
All right, so we are back, and so Blood Bowl not looking too hot right now. They are down. They are down 2-0. Yeah, this is in a best of 7. That is not a good start for them.
No, definitely not. Not what they were looking for. It doesn't look like they brought decks that can combat this here quick mech aggressive deck. They obviously didn't draw too well in that hand. They never received any of their spell stones or anything, but at the same time they've been run over twice now. I hope that at least one of the rogue or the shaman is aggressive enough or is anti-aggressive enough that they can push at least 5 games.
Yeah, at least something. Yeah, we don't really want to see a 4-0 here. So we are going to have a switch in pilot here. We are now moving from Twiz piloting for Blurple to Sage for piloting the last 2 decks. And it looks like they're in match. I haven't told them to get started yet. So let's go ahead and get in match real quick. So now we continuing Blurple versus Roll Division. And then give me a second. Let's get game and see what they're doing. Now, I believe as we were leaving, we heard them talk about, I believe, the Shaman deck. So we might be seeing the Shaman trying to combat this Hunter.
That is spicy. I am looking forward to this. I hope they keep that their 7-mana Stormbringer in hand. It looks like they have a token deck that they plan on transforming into 7 Lorewalker Chos.
Wait, so I see 1s, I see 3s, I see 7. Are we looking at Odd Shaman?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I think we might be looking at Odd Shaman here. So if you've never seen the upgraded hero power, it's you basically get to select your basic totem.
Yes, so that could be quite good here with the taunt totems getting in the way, the 1/1s to contest their 1/1s.
Well, apparently not, because we didn't get Baku at the head here. So this is.
Oh, you know what? It could be Odd Shaman featuring Gen Greyman instead of Baku for the ultimate memes.
That is the ultimate meme. That is definitely a meme here. So for Roll again, they have a really good start overall. Here they can do 2 Faithful Lummies and
yeah, I kind of want to ask them how many 1-drops are in their Mech Hunter deck. Are they just high rolling every game, or is this planned?
I don't know. It's like this is
Job's done.
This is interesting, but they're gonna try to see if they can slow this down a bit.
Yeah.
The problem for them is Rold is holding the Venomizer in hand.
Yeah.
And they don't even have to give up their creature. They have a creature with 1 damage left on it. And he still push damage here, so...
Yeah, maybe they'll play the 0-mana 1/1 Sparks, or...
Maybe. It's like, yeah. We haven't seen the, we haven't seen the one...
Yeah.
We haven't seen the one that creates sparks yet, so it might be in the stack.
There's a lot of ways that Shaman, and also with their look like they're going for a token theme here. They could also be playing a lot of different spells that can deal 1 damage. Maybe
that is a Cybertech chip. All right, it's weird. We are in game 3 and we haven't seen this card yet, but
so I think I figured out how to play this card and win games. You have to put it in your deck and hope you never draw it.
Yeah, nice.
This could be the sign that the Death Rattle Hunter or the Death Rattle Mech Hunter here is going to go down, or not even Death Rattle, just has Spider Bombs, but the Mech Hunter here. This could be a sign.
Well, they're gonna be pushing 4 here, but they're gonna keep the board clean from the Shaman. Always important, especially if you knew your opponent was holding the Stormbringer in hand.
Yeah, but with the Storm Chaser, is it? Oh, they're probably playing the Storm Chaser for Bloodlusts and the Stormbringer, and they're not playing the Storm Chaser for those volcanoes. But who knows? Maybe we'll see a volcano. This is the awkward situation you get when you play Bloodlust is you don't have a board to Bloodlust.
Yep. Yeah, this is really tough for Blurple here again.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised they didn't Goblin Toss then Cyber Chip, but I mean, I guess they've decided they don't need that extra mech. Which
no, I think at this point they're saving that Bomb Toss to go to face. So let's jump into Blue-Purple real quick and see what's going on there.
Cards. Oh, okay. Shit.
We play Volcano.
But do you ever just Mana Tide, make a dude, and bump the 3/2?
Play Volcano. I think we're dead, guys.
No, we got this.
We might get another 10.
Take out the Lumi
Take out the 3/2,
and
right?
Hex
Yeah,
the
good.
poisonous.
We could do that. Actually, that's
Or you
not
could,
even
if you
that
bump
bad.
it, you could also play the Mana Tide and make him think about what he's gonna do. You might trade into it.
I don't think I've had to think about anything in this whole game, so I might be alright.
Oh, he's so good.
I can put the flame tongue next to it so that way they, like...
They hit the flame tongue first? Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Well, then if they ignore it and you play Thunder Boy next turn with some bolts, they can.
Oh, look at that!
Yes, there it is. Game over.
Oh, the comeback!
It's on. As long as we don't lose right here.
He ain't got no best.
We don't lose right here.
He doesn't have kill command. Does he have like mech command or something?
Mech.
We're good. It's all good. Yeah, that's the random mech. Oh. Wait. No, we're alive.
We're not done.
Get 1 health.
We're 1 health. 1 health.
Come back.
If these bursts don't have charge, we could bloodlust.
They have charge next turn. We're good.
Charge next turn.
Look at yes.
Alright, we're ahead on board.
Get down with the sickness. Alright.
The hell, that was OP.
What happens when these things die? Oh, he gets random mechs. Okay. Wait, how do we get heal out of this? How do we healing rain? I really wanted to play the tempo Stormbringer next turn on no board.
Yeah, with all of our overload.
Well, at least we're gonna get some damage in here.
What? Where's our what is it, Mind Breaker?
These guys are lame.
Yeah.
Like,
You should play Boommaster
good
Flak
deck
right now.
hunter, yeah.
BM.
BMing in All-Stars.
I mean, it's highly encouraged, but
Alright, guys.
play a fun deck.
It's time for...
All right, so Blurple is on their last leg here. This deck is basically wrecking them at this moment.
Yeah, and historically, aggressive hunters have preyed upon any form of rogue that has been in the meta, meme or no meme. So this is not looking too good if you are a rolled fan. No, if you are a Blurple fan.
If you're Blurple, it looks like your team is probably in trouble here, because yeah, this is the caverns below. This is Quest Rogue here. Now, theoretically, I mean, I guess if they're running things that could potentially gain life, that might be good, but they've had... Rolled has had some really great, starts to these games. Just
Yes. I mean,
a bunch of 1-drops and stuff like that, so...
You have to keep the caverns, you have to keep the Shadow Step, and I think you have to toss the Elven Minstrel and the Mimic Pod. They're just too slow.
Yeah, you gotta
roll.
Yeah, you gotta get something. They're going on the Elven Minstrel here. And that, well, they actually traded for almost worse cards, except maybe Fan and Eyes.
Yes, I don't know how I felt about that there mulligan, but who knows? This is the slow start we've been waiting for 4 games, for 3 games. This being
Wait, are we gonna see Hero Power? Okay, good. I thought we were gonna see Coin Hero Power kill the Lummy, but
no,
apparently not. But we might see a Magnetic Rush 2/2 here.
Yeah, and that was a big draw because then they'll have a turn 3 mech to magnetize and make. Oh, they made it a 2/2 instead of. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense, and they're going to continue to grow it out of range of the Hero Power, and hope to slam the War Gear on 5, and by then Rogue should be nearly dead.
I will say against this deck, they do have to have a little bit of caution of battle cruising up 1 mech here, because this is a deck that runs Vanish, and Vanish will wreck all your magnets, just all at once.
Yeah, they have to play around the prep Vanish. Obviously, right there, they still have to put out the magnet, otherwise just dies the Hero Power, and that's never a good thing. But they could consider playing around Vanish a little bit. And there's a Glacial Shard, so that's a really big pickup with a Shadow Step.
Absolutely.
Next turn looks like Glacial Shard Shout. Oh, and they have a Rush. They have the Shaw. This is just not looking very good for...
Oh, there's the prep.
There's the prep. But I still think, because they have the trade there on the 4-3, and then it just dies, and then they freeze the 3-6 and Shadow Step, and then they can.
Actually, okay, I see what they're gonna do here. It's like they're gonna freeze the face, and then because then they get them both back, and then they can freeze whatever else comes out later. So
I don't really like this play though, because they could have set it up so that they take no damage from any minions and save the vanish for the turn after to prevent a further turn worth of damage. So I think this actually just throws them further behind than they could have been. Also, they already have another Elven Minstrel in hand, so they don't need both Elven Minstrels. They're not going to win the game by making quests full of Elven Minstrels. But it worked out. I just think it would have been super valuable to vanish a larger board later on.
I would say it looks like they're going to Shadow Step that Glacial Shard here. So that looks like that's going to be the aim target for quest completion here.
Yeah, in a matchup where you have a lot of big mid-range minions as the quest rogue, playing the Glacial Shard is your optimal target for this type of matchup.
Now, of course, for Rolled here, they because of Hellmaster Shaw, they could do Pictolemy and War Gear, or are they actually going to, or they're just going to bump it?
Yeah,
they're making it 6/6.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised they didn't trade the 6/6 in, just because it is one more damage to the face, having the 1/1 up, and a 6/3 can't really be dealt with by a quest rogue any better than a 6/6 can be. So I was a little bit surprised to see that play.
For Bloodpool here, blue purple, I almost want to see them draw first to see if they can get the bounce right now versus.
Yeah, they had a lot of options that turn. They could have even done double Glacial Shard, Sonya Shadow Dancer, and a Wax Elemental, and just created a massive board that they can't get through because they've played this deck enough, or they've played 3 games against this this Mech Hunter deck, so they know for a fact that this Mech Hunter deck isn't going to be playing Unleash the Hounds. They probably would have seen it by now. It's not going to be playing anything that would have punished that play, but they went with this play. This was a safer play. I do think, however, that they should consider more aggressive lines. Just I
wonder.
They're so far behind just in the matchup queue, but they've been navigating it in a way that they're still in it. So
yeah, no, they're definitely not out of it. Let's hop over to Roll real quick and see kind of their thoughts on what's going on right now. So
Gatorbot can rush in, take the shield off.
Well, everything has rush because the Hellmaster.
Right.
Yeah.
But regardless of why, it has rush.
I'm gonna do this just to.
All right, take off the shield, then Shaw takes out the 2, and then we kill the 1/2, 2/1.
Yep.
They would hang one out there like that without having another one in hand, but if they did, that would be awesome for us.
I'm also worried about the second vanish. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice.
Complete.
Yeah, I mean, the second vanish is what's like kind of a scary thing against Flarg. That's a good mech to get, right? I guess.
It is.
It's armor gain if it takes damage.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a. Well, I mean, it's good. It's just obviously it could have been. Okay.
AFK.
So,
Got a Flarg, right?
and Eternium Rover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many minions is that coming back to a hand? If he pulls a. No,
I can't
Right.
Eternium Rover.
Got rush.
alright, so Steve quest completion from Purple here, but they're still in a little bit of a situation here because they are not going to they're gonna need their other vanish to move all these bombs back. Because if there's any way to pump them, then it could be very problematic for group here. But they do have the ability to play the quest, and actually, you know what? This turn actually they can clear off a good portion of this board now. Between the quest and the Scalehide and the Stone Chest board. Really? Okay. So it looks like they're thinking about. I'm wondering if they're thinking about not doing the quest. Katie, what are your thoughts on this one?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Drink with me, friend.
Oh. Sorry, folks. I am having a little trouble hearing.
Oh, sorry, I muted my mic.
No, no problem.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, I just gave this full explanation, but this is a very strong play. What they're doing here is they're freezing the entire board, preventing them from playing any minions, and they're playing against a very heavy minion-based deck, so they're likely just going to hero power past, and then next turn they can drop the Crystal Core, then they have the Sonya in play, and they can start making Vicious Scale Hides to heal back up, which this is a very, very, very clever play. That's the difference between like a good Quest Rogue player and me. I'm okay with the deck. I have had some success with it, but you know, seeing how some players can have massive amounts of success, and then they're also going to make sure they have more Glacial Shards. But I would like to see them trade in a Vicious Scale Hide as well, just to get that extra heal.
Well, there's a prep. I think they're looking to draw here.
Yeah, because they're at 20. I think they're looking for a one last charger just in case they had lethal, but they
they did not get it. Yeah,
that was good sequencing there too.
Though actually, though, let's see, 24. There's one short. They're one short on lethal right now.
Yeah, they're one short. They needed that last charger, which I presume they have 3 chargers left in their 8 cards, unless they don't play the Soci deck ends. So they were actually quite likely to hit it. But of course, this play also does a very good job. I would have liked to see them trade in a Vicious Scale Hide instead of one of the Glacial Shards, just so they have more options in their hand. But at this point, I think they've done their job.
I think they've done this. Yeah, below. So we're actually going to see a second deck from Rolled here. It looks like, unless theoretically, I guess if they're running really weird happens in the next few turns.
Yeah, and that would have been that's quite surprising. I would have never suspected that a Quest Rogue was going to be the one that defeats an aggressive Hunter. But again, the Hunter did miss out on the 2 to 3 1-drops that it's been hitting in every other game. So all
right, let's see how lucky they get.
Oh, they hit the Sonya first. Super lucky.
Yep.
And this is again a situation where having that extra heal in hand would have been very nice. But again, the Glacial Shards will freeze this up.
That's lethal. Yeah, Shadow Step was going to finish this off. So
I think they should have considered also hitting it with the dagger last turn, so that they didn't need the Shadow Step for the lethal. But
yeah, understood. So all right, so we're gonna get to finally see. Now they're just BMing.
I think that is some well-deserved BM after all the bad luck.
I will say yes.
They
after everything they went through with this deck, they faced off. Yeah, a little BM is very well deserved here. So
I would have been insulted if they didn't BM.
So we have our first win for Blurple here. So Rolled is going to have to change decks now. Now, of course, they're still sitting in a pretty good position overall because,
yeah, like worst case scenario, they have 3 decks that are bad against Quest Rogue, and they're still more likely to win than to lose all 3 of those.
Correct. Yeah, because now they have Mage, Paladin, and Rogue. They're going to go to the Mage next. Let's see what we got here.
All right. Are we seeing memes, or are they the meme killer?
So far, it looks like meme killer. It looks like a.
Well, they have
elemental rogue, or elemental mage, I should say.
Yeah, so that's a bad deck. So that's a meme.
That's
there
a
we
meme.
go.
Okay.
They didn't just bring all good decks.
Yeah, that works.
That's good. Although
Alright.
I have to say I am genuinely surprised at how good the mech hunter has turned out to be. Like I thought it was going to be very bad, so but it actually is seen play on ladder and I've lost to it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like a very strong deck. It floods the board quickly and can. Whoa!
We are
Alright,
seeing,
we have odd mage, so we are seeing a little memery here.
yeah. With
From,
the turn
Roll.
1 mana worm, so their win rate just doubled. With
Yes.
that turn 1 mana worm. And then they can even go coin Nightmare Amalgam into Blink Fox, or okay, they're going for full aggressive stance right away. I don't know. I think coin 3 is a little bit better than coin 1/1.
Yeah, I probably would like to see the coin 1/1 here, but or would like to see coin get the 3/3 out with the spell power, but you know. But the good news is for Bloodpool, they already have the completion in hand with Sonya, Shadow Dancer, and Stone Tusk Boar. It's just a matter of getting enough turns to get to it.
Yeah, so that's a big ask. But you know they have a start. If they novice and they can manage to draw something relevant, maybe they can get back into this game. Maybe like a Fan of Knives would be very good.
Fan of Knives would be very good at this point.
So I think they have to draw, and I think dropping the novice is better because it's one more damage on the board than just a Mimic Pod. I think Mimic Pod stays in the hand the entire game until because they already have the quest completion. I don't think they ever play Mimic Pod unless the game's already won.
Yep, agreed. So let's.
They're gonna disagree with me and get rewarded with more Mimic Pods.
All right, so they have all the Mimic Pods now. Get 2 more. So with this here, I think yeah, they're just gonna pass turn. They can't really do a whole lot here.
I would like to see them. I would have liked to see them hit in there. Just they have to draw Fan of Knives. They have to draw something, and the one dagger charge isn't doing anything with 2 mirror images on the board. And they don't have a prep or a vanish in their hand, so they can't even hope for a good draw. That's a very good draw, though.
That's a very good draw.
This turn, you play a Stone Tusk Boar, you kill one of the 0/2s, and this is where I think the dagger charge.
Completion here.
Yeah, I would like to see them drop both to Stone Tusk Boar. If they play another Mimic Pod, they're playing the game too slow. They're playing the game too slow. I don't see them winning. They're just gonna die. And
yeah, so, I mean, yeah, it's like they're. Well, now there's another Glacial Shard. Yeah.
So imagine a scenario where they hit in that their turn before. They played both Stone Tusk Boar, Shadow stepped 1 back, left 1 on board, and they left 1 mirror image. No, they killed both mirror images, and then next turn they go off on Sonya. I think in that world, they have a chance, a slim one, but they have a chance. And in this world, they have no chance. This game's over.
Right now they're staring down lethal at this very moment.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything they can do. I mean, they don't have a vanish. They don't have anything at this point that could potentially save them in the future. I mean, Wax Elemental might slow it. Well, there's vanish.
There's vanish. If they shadow step it, yeah, and then they coincidentally draw prep.
Then they might be okay. Let's see.
And then I think they still lose, but they have a chance. I don't know. They could win from that position, but
unfortunately they did not get the prep here, so that is not on the table this turn. I mean, I think you have to throw the Wax Elemental out and try to slow it down, but
job's done.
Or not.
I don't know what that Mimic Pod did.
You incur my wrath.
Yeah, it's like lethal is on the board at this point, and a little B memory from Bloodpool here.
Amazing.
Yeah. They're probably just excited to win.
Yep. All right, so Red Gold is going to win this 4-1. Here. So let's go and chat with the winners real quick, and then we'll hop into the losers real quick and discuss what happened with them. So let's go to Red Gold first.
Perfect.
And the draws. I mean, it was just.
So,
How's it going, guys?
hello.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey. So, congratulations on your win. For the All Stars, it's like
Odd Mage.
the mage. I gotta say, I like the odd mage inclusion. So, but I think first we have to lead off to talk about that
I
hunter.
meant it with Odd Mage at all.
Yes. What made you guys decide upon the hunter?
Hey, game guys.
Sage,
We had to play hunter.
Can you go back to Blue All Stars?
Dang.
Yeah, we'll be back to you in a moment. All right, sorry, y'all. Did not mean to interrupt. I was like,
So that hunter deck, you guys drew a lot
Well,
of one.
Santa
drops.
made us play hunter. So yeah, he was gonna quit the team and play hunter. So we figured we might as well let him play hunter. It worked out okay.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of aggressive starts. Do you guys play 15 one drops, or I felt like you guys were drawing one drops and the two drops, just perfect curve every
the
time.
secrets. That was the fun part.
nice. It's like,
Ian was the one that put together the deck. How many 1-drops do you have in there?
Actually, honestly, most of it's just the shell for the Whizbang deck. I just took out cards for Animal Companion, DK Rexar, and Houndmaster because I like those cards more. I mean, Houndmaster is less useful in a magnetized deck because giving your minions rush is kind of useless if you're magnetizing them anyway. But as you saw, if I had a Houndmaster in play, War Gear in hand, and a Lumi in hand, I could play the War Gear, play the Lumi, and then trade with Houndmaster's effect. So I thought that was fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's cool. That's an interesting little combo there. I have to ask though, just out of curiosity, what was your rogue and your paladin deck? I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to see those decks.
We didn't get to see those decks, so we're just wondering, did you bring anything
I
spicy?
wanted to play DK Rexar, but it never came to the point where I would win if I did play it. So I just decided better to just play the game and then like I normally would instead of trying to drag it out and try and play DK Rexar for no reason.
Yeah, and that's just like I think that was the way to go. Like it was fun decks, but at the same time, there's just Hearthstone ethics that you just have to follow.
So we originally thought y'all were going to sweep with the deck, but then y'all came up against the Quest Rogue. So what happened with the Quest Rogue? Was that just a great draw from the Quest Rogue deck, or do y'all think Quest Rogue actually is favored in that matchup, or what do you think about that?
We got a crap hand.
Glacial Shards, like doing it with Glacial Shards is definitely a step up for that Quest Rogue. It always.
I mean,
has.
he got both of them early on, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, and then once we got rid of the first one that he kept bouncing back, he played the second one out of hand. It was, Quest Rogue can be very deadly, especially with Glacial Shards. The kind of the build we had.
Yeah, for sure. When Quest Rogue works, it works, and when it doesn't, it doesn't. That's just the deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's one of those. You get the draw, awesome. But then went to the Odd Rogue, and I gotta say, I like this Odd Mage. So Odd Mage. Sorry, thank you, Odd Mage. I was like, was there any? Because really, y'all had just kind of a great early game that they never really able to counter. Is there any spiciness at the top end in terms of different things that different cards we were expecting?
Well, you saw we top deck Jaina, but I think mostly it's just an Odd Rogue that plays like an Elemental Mage, which plays like a Tempo Mage, which it's not too different. It's just you don't expect the fact that we gutted out Frostbolt and Fireballs. Have fun.
Yeah. It seemed like y'all had a great start with that deck too. It's just basically unstoppable from.
Pre-Mulligan was crap. Post-Mulligan was awesome.
Yeah, getting Mana Worm in is usually, I don't know what the win percentages are, but if you're getting Mana Worm down on turn 1, you're winning the majority of time. Especially against like combo or a control deck.
Yeah, for sure. And Quest Rogue is quite a slow deck, so those Mana Worms were pretty killer.
It was really cool.
All right, so we're about to hop over to Blue Purple here, but what do you think they're going to see? Because I know sometimes we like to have a little more spicier memes, little spicy memes for the help me convince them that Hunter deck was the spiciest of memes.
I believe when we were in their chat, they called
as
it
long as they can convince us
lame.
that Quest Rogue, in a competitive sense, is a spicy meme, we'll concede that Hunter is a spicy meme too.
Yeah, that's a good point. And also, like, I haven't seen any of that Hunter being like played on ladder at all. So to me, it was definitely. I mean, it was.
I was gonna say if they knock our hunter, you just mentioned that I've played exactly 0 mech hunters, but I've played multiple quest rogues since the expansion dropped. So
got it.
Yeah, we could have brought mech paladin, but we didn't. We brought mech hunter. We brought the bombs, and it was the bomb.
Mark,
So
that
there
we
you
never
go.
got to use, but we just never needed him by then.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
So
And also, I had a Lanessa Paladin, but they played Quest Rogue, so why am I going to play a slow deck against it? I just got to go for the kill. So
no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. So
All right.
that.
Well,
All right,
thank you guys. Congratulations on your win. We're gonna hop over to the blue-purple All-Stars now.
Yep, absolutely. So
Well,
thank you
before you
very
go,
much. And
We just want
great
to point
job.
out one more thing: Yellow Division, best division. Good luck next season, everybody.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's hop over to blue purple because I think a few people may have left by accident. So let's hop over there real quick.
He did. He always would,
Oh.
but he would do well.
Hey.
Like,
Hey, sorry. We wanted to keep it separate interviews and everything else, so understandable. So,
now there's like nobody in here though. You should have just had everybody.
I'll remember that for Rag. I should just say like everybody jump in one and we'll have a conversation for this. So that was my bad on this one, but maybe you can get in touch with the people who are missing. Twiz and Twiz is
Twiz went to work.
Twiz went to work. All right, so he had to go to work, but
He had a lot of fun
anyway, so 3-1, so a little rough. 4-1, a little rough for y'all, but
Yeah.
We won.
We won though. We played the Darkness and Mage.
yes, I will say, yeah, Darkness and Mage was really nice, and I do like that y'all incorporated the new project to both draw 2 cards. And you actually got one of the candles off of that, which was really nice.
Yeah, Twiz meant to get all 3 with those 4 cards, but he missed.
Yeah, understandable. So
Would have been hilarious.
it would have been great. It would have been awesome.
Yeah, except they had like 2 poison guys on the board, so we would have just died.
Sure. Yeah, you still had that issue, and I think one of them still had the kill a creature, right? It was like one of them had the spider bomb hooked to it.
Yeah.
So all right. So what are y'all's thoughts on that
0-2s.
Hunter deck? Because
And this is where I think
that
the
seems to
dagger
give y'all a bunch of problems.
Yeah, I think that Hunter deck is specifically an anti-All-Star game deck. It feasts on anything fun, so I think it was a smart bring by them.
Would y'all say meme, not meme? Like,
No, that's good.
So they made the argument
Fuck
that
you,
they don't see Mech Hunter on ladder, but they see Quest
I'm kidding,
Rogue
man.
on ladder. So
I'll go in my
how
room
would
and
you
be
respond
quiet.
to that?
what in the world was that? I'm sorry.
Chick was like, pipe down. I'm hyped, man. I drank some caffeine. I had fun.
Nice. All right. I was just like, fuck you, Chick Bill. Like, first of all, I didn't know Chick Bill was in this conversation. I was like, what in the world? But anyway, so all right, so yeah, I think they made we asked them about that and said because I said that seemed to be a pretty competitive deck, but they said like, oh, it's not something on ladder, but they've seen Quest Rogue on ladder, so I don't know.
Really well.
I'll be honest, I personally haven't seen a Quest Rogue on ladder, but I have seen that Hunter deck pop up a couple times. So
I haven't played at all before today.
I mean, we made it the decks 10 minutes before the match.
Yeah.
You heard it here
so that
first,
was,
guys.
and the mage deck was strong. We just found the wrong matchup. We were really targeting control.
Yeah, if it would have been Conquest, we would have won.
That's right. We also thought it was Conquest, so really our deck was lined up to beat, a real Conquest lineup. So the fact that they changed the rules to, Sylvanas League really messed us up.
I must say, admittedly, y'all are the Sylvanas League All-Stars. I don't know how y'all thought y'all were going to be playing Rag, but Conquest rules. But okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
Darkness
man.
Mage is a much stronger conquest.
Conquest deck? Got it.
Yeah, that's right.
That makes sense.
Got it. It's like, all right. So, but I gotta say, I did enjoy the decks you brought. Enjoyed the conversation we heard about the decks and everything else. So, but congratulations again on being selected to the All-Star team. Unfortunately, I think we didn't have Starlax here tonight. Unfortunately, I think was the only person we were missing.
No, I've already given him a hard time for that. So.
Good. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That way I don't have to give him a hard time about it. So, but again, congratulations on being decided. Even though you came out short today, congratulations on.
Yes, and even though I was
being
the
chosen for the All-Stars.
third seed, I'll take it.
Yes.
Are the Ragnaros All-Stars happening, or what's up?
It is happening. We're still working out a date because the third date that was originally proposed, apparently one whole conference can't make it at that time. So we're going to try to figure out a time that's going to work for everybody. I don't have dates or times, so I would say check Discord, check Discord. Because, fuck Facebook. It's like, I'm just going to say it on stream right now. Just fuck Facebook. But definitely check the Discord. Check the announcements. We're trying to find a day, but it is going to be happening. I just don't know the exact day yet.
All right.
So it will be coming. Just don't know when yet. Also, but we do have something exciting for tomorrow, though. We have the THL Boomsday Project expansion tournament starting on Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. That'll be 8 a.m. Pacific. And we're going to have basically 5 rounds of Swiss, and we're going to jump to and then do a top 16 on Sunday. We still have quite a few slots open, and we're going to try to get it streamed. I'm not going to be promising. We're going to try, at the very least, we're going to try to get Sunday streamed, but we're going to at least try to get, we're going to try to stream some portion of this. So the link is on the Discord. The link is on Facebook and everything else. So if you have any interest in that, please sign up for that tournament. Anything else, Katie? Katie 1215?
Oh, I think that's it. I think, yeah, it should be an exciting tournament. Our first tournament with the new meta. People haven't figured out decks yet. Bring your spiciest memes or bring Mech Hunter. It's up to you. But we hope to see you come out tomorrow. Other than that, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Anything else?
Yeah, I had one other thing. Classes are locked, decks are not. So that would encourage you to play in the tournament, so you can switch decks in between rounds. By all means, sign up for that as well. We have some great prize packs too. We're going to be handing out a bunch of prize packs to 1st through 4th. So,
yes, I believe first place is 15
Nice.
packs. Second place is 10.
I'm glad
third and
THL
fourth are
started
5.
doing that.
Yeah.
We needed those people that really wanted it to happen.
Yeah. So that's a total of 30 packs being given away. And right now,
sorry. Well, actually, it's 35 plus. There's an additional 2 that I am tossing in to the first person who can win with the Mechathune Death Rattle. So
yeah, we thought about bringing that. Nobody had it made, I think.
That's fair. That's fair.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's one of the cards I'm missing. I really wish I had Mechathune. But anyway, so anyway, thank you, Katie, for casting. Thank you to both the red, gold, and the blue purple All Stars. Thank you to the Town Drunk for stream operating for us this evening. And so hopefully we're gonna be bringing you something tomorrow. But until next time, bye everybody.
Dad Legend forever.
Hit
face.